What are you doing?
That.
You good? You alright now? What's happening, guys? Well, today Miss Stacy and I are up in Pueblo, and we are on Route 67. We're on literally just an adventure ride. We don't know where we are. Well, we know where we are, but we didn't come with any certain destination in mind. We were like, it's gonna be dude, it's 80 degrees right now.
Yeah.
It's 80 degrees right now, and it is February 7th. So yeah, we made the right move coming down south. And this is 67, believe it or not. I don't know if it's the same 67 that we have up by Rampart. Whoa, but this is cool already.
But it just dropped 10 degrees though.
Oh yeah, it did. It feels wonderful. I'm all geared up. She was smart and took off her, she just wore like a windbreaker and took it off. You're a smart lady.
Usually. There's a window up here.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, take a look straight up. Oh, right there.
Oh, right there?
Tiny one.
Look at that. You see that little hole right there? That's what she's talking about. That's awesome. Wow, this is cool.
There's a little arch.
Where? Oh, man. You see what she's right there?
Holy crap, you've seen two things that I've pointed out.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I never see what you point out. I think you point out things that don't exist most often.
No, they usually are antelope over there.
Cause you like going, yeah, you can't see what I'm talking about. But, I thought we needed to get some real footage. You guys have been watching some videos from earlier in the summer, and I'm glad to have that stuff, but during the winter we do ride, and I do like to, you know, keep new footage going instead of always having to say once upon a time in Hermitville, that kind of stuff. So yeah, another thing, this is a first video for the GoPro that is on my head. I accidentally destroyed the last one, and I've had this one for a while, but I haven't had to use it. I was using Miss Stacy's when I was riding out on the plains. What is this? Gold Belt Tour. Backcountry Byway? What?
The Gold Belt Tour is awesome. It like takes you up Colorado Springs back by Molly, whatever it's called.
Oh, no way, really?
I think so.
So, yeah, I wish I would have got gas. Whoops.
You also forgot to turn the sun on for an extra 6 hours.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, you know, if we ever want to, we can come down here and stay at your ex-stepsister's house. How weird is that?
Yeah.
We could stay at your ex-stepsister's house in Pueblo and come do the Golden Beltway tour?
Something like that.
Pretty awesome. Sounds cool. Yeehaw! So how you feeling? You haven't been on two wheels in a little while.
I'm alright. There's no marbles here.
No marbles. So yeah, we drove out towards the mountains out of Pueblo, and we parked the car on a road that we looked at on Google Maps, and it looks like that road goes right up into the mountains, and it's got all kinds of offshoots and stuff, and we're like, cool, yeah, it should be perfect. Yeah, we got what, like 10 miles? Not even.
A mile?
No, it was like 6 or 7 miles. We got 6 or 7 miles up, and the road's closed because it's the Fort Carson bombing range. And they're literally helicopters flying over and stuff blowing up. That was the coolest part. I didn't think to turn on my camera, I should have. But yeah, they were blowing up stuff semi-close to where we were. So it was a little slim shady. Oh.
I like how they said high clearance 4-wheel drive required.
Yeah, and then there was an infinity behind us before we sank the cameras. Sunk.
Huh?
Before we sank or sunk or synced the cameras.
Is this guy fishing for rocks? Oh.
Dude, this guy is totally
climbing.
fishing for rocks.
Didn't that look like a fishing pole?
Yeah, he's totally fishing for rocks.
Oh my god, I thought that was a fishing pole. Whatever.
Oh.
Looked like one.
You're funny, girl.
Ah.
You're funny. So I know, let's see, was it last week's video that I posted that you were in?
That's cool.
And your fans went wild.
My fans.
Your fans, they were like, "Where is Miss Stacy Ben?" They literally said, "Where is Miss Stacy Ben?"
Yeah, I've been in the tunnel.
Oh snap! Check it out, guys.
I got a downshift because I've never gotten the pleasure.
Oh, you're gonna wrap it out in the tunnel?
Maybe.
All right, I'll let you go first. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. I didn't downshift enough though. Whatever.
That was a cool tunnel. I like the tunnels that you go through where like the rock is still exposed and it's not like shotcreted.
Yeah. That one's definitely original.
Much cooler than a regular tunnel. So I can only assume that this is rails to road. I don't know, it's 67.
Nah, it's way too turny.
Yeah, you could take a train through here. But it's Route 67. I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. Who knows?
I don't know. It's cool though.
It's a really cool road though. So yeah, it feels good to be back on the bikes and out and about. Been a while. Oh yeah, it was. It was the video where we talked about our anniversary. Hello. So yeah, Hermit's been posting a bunch of videos of the rides that he and I took this summer, and I already used, you know, we kind of worked it out between the two of us, and I already used all that footage. And I was telling Tyler last night that I was like, dude, I'm almost out of footage for straight up videos that are shot.
Ooh,
you know.
It's gonna get cooler. It's your last chance to turn around if you're over 25 feet.
Last chance to turn around if you're over 25 feet.
That means that the road gets cooler from here on.
It does. Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, my pants are up my butt. I think I'm gonna get a pair of those cool padded bicycle short dealies. Because I think they would just even like accentuate the seat seat even more.
Here's the problem. Now I would get those.
Yeah.
But then I would be even farther from the ground. And it's already bad, as you can see.
Baby, your shortness knows no bounds. That's a car.
Maybe if I can get rid of some of my butt, I'll be closer to the ground.
Get rid of some of your butt.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of snow. Oh!
I haven't seen that Infinity yet.
No, he's still going. Well, he's definitely less than 25 feet.
Yeah. He's also not a high clearance 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, well, this is also not really exactly.
He's probably all-wheel drive though.
It's a nice groomed dirt road. Graded. And 25 feet is pretty big.
Yeah, it's camper.
Yeah. I'm gonna give my peoples a little wipey wipe. Cause I'm getting a little dusty.
Ooh, I'm cold now.
Did you enjoy your massage, YouTube? Did you like it? Was it as good for you as it was for me? Man, I bet you this is really pretty in the spring. I think we found a trek to do. So, I don't know if you guys saw, but I posted on Facebook that I'm looking at the Clark 3.9 gallon aftermarket gas tank. And a whole bunch of people said, well, let me stand up so I'm not... A whole bunch of people said, yeah, it's not exactly the greatest, but it'll work. And bang for buck, it's pretty much the one to get. And then Everride came in and was like, don't get it. And he's got one. So now I'm highly confused. I haven't had a chance to talk with him in depth, but I know some of his issues. I know some of his issues with it were gas cap related, but I don't really think he said anything else that I can remember. And he has also said that the gas cap issues were resolved. Whoa. So I'm gonna need to talk to him a little bit more in depth, because I can swing the 229 to get it, and that would extend my range. Right now with the 2.6 gallon stock tank, I can go 130-ish miles. 130 definitely from full, maybe 131, I don't know, but that's like to like bone empty. And with that 3.9 gallon tank, my calculations estimate that would bring me up to about 195 miles, which is very close to my 200 mile goal. I'd like to be able to do 200 miles in between fill-ups. You know, whole day's ride would be awesome.
It's a cool place to
camp.
camp.
Check that out. Yeah, it's a cool campsite down there.
6,483 feet.
McCourt. What'd it say?
6,483 feet.
Trail Tech Voyager says 6,151.
The sign's more permanent.
Yeah, but the sign... I don't know. Depends on what you trust. Signs or satellites, baby. I'm more of a satellite man myself.
The sign's probably been there since they guessed.
Right, yes. The sign has been there since they calculated that with the North Star. So yeah, 200 mile goal, that's really what I want. Really where I would like to be for more longer range adventures out in the desert with the boys and Moab and all that. And also I know Miss Stacy can go 200 miles easy. What,
like a boss.
Didn't you figure yours out? Wasn't it like 220 miles or something until empty?
It went 190 and was still fine. I didn't go any further than that.
It went 190 and was not on reserve.
Yeah.
Jeez, wash points. Ooh,
Actually, it was on reserve. Remember, it was.
Yeah, but we switched it. But we switched it off of reserve.
Yes.
And it ran fine. So yeah, 100. What was it? 190.
Yeah.
190 miles, not on reserve. It was on reserve all day, and she just didn't know it.
It was on reserve since we bought it, and
your
we didn't know it.
Your bike is extremely confusing. That knob has no labels, so you don't know.
Yes, it does. It actually does.
Well, yeah.
I think Ryan pointed it out, but you have to see it from the right angle, and then it makes sense.
Right, it's so low to the ground. Yeah, I'd have to like get on my knees to see what.
No, I think it only works if you look at it from the top.
Oh, yeah, because it's on the front of the top of the pointer.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh. Well, I mean, either way, you weren't going to run out of gas, so that's good.
True.
But
if I did, it was over.
Right, if you did, it was definitely over. So, I delved a little bit more into my seriously lacking technical skills. I managed to kill the battery on Miss Stacy's bike. Usually at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, depending on how cold it is. I'll go out and start both of the bikes up and putter them around the neighborhood just to, you know, keep them nice lubed up and, you know, keep everything happy. But it was super cold one day, and I had a bad day, so I was like, I need some throttle therapy, even if it's just for 5 minutes.
There's a bunch of snow.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of snow down there. But I fired up Xena. I start trying to start Miss Stacy's bike, and her bike doesn't always like to run until you run it through the gears a couple of times. I don't know what its deal is, but once it runs, it's fine.
Sweet.
Another tunnel. But yeah, I managed to kill it. Oh yeah, a little sideways action.
Oh shit, I can't see. Uh-oh. Stay right. That's solid ice.
Whoa, is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's mud.
I don't know, it looked like ice to me.
I just rode over it. I did emergency slowdown.
Yeah, it looked like ice. It had a sheen on it.
But I managed to kill the battery on her bike just sitting there and letting it crank. And so yeah, delved a little bit more in, figured out where the battery is on the XT225, pulled it out, put it on the tender, charged it up for a little longer than I needed to because I forgot about it, but it sat down there charging for like 3 or 4 days. But that's fine, you can leave them on the tender forever, it's not a big deal.